Hi, welcome back to MikiCarrBeauty. I'm MikiCarrBeauty, and on my channel I love to talk about luxury skincare, beauty, and sometimes luxury goods. And today I'm back with a review of the #1 de Chanel Red Camellia Skin Enhancer. And I picked this up in the shade Medium Coral. And I'm curious as much as some of you are of what this product is. And some of you know I was able to pick up the Le Beige Healthy Glow Cream Rosy Beige from a third-party retailer, and I'll link that review above and below, but I will do a comparison review of what this product is versus what this #1 de Chanel is. So this is currently the Rosy Beige. The Healthy Glow Balm is not sold in the United States. It's only in Canada, Australia, and Asia, whereas this is being sold in the US. So I will do a review, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, go ahead and click the button below to all and comment and like, and then we'll begin. Okay, so I got this through the Chanel.com website. I ended up getting it in this nice little bag. Something that Chanel's doing is that they're moving towards, I guess, maybe more sustainable practice, and that you can choose either a box or these little bags. And I like these bags because I actually use these when I'm traveling or for gifts. So through the Chanel website, I ended up picking up, actually, there's a serum and a moisturizer. So I ended up getting those as a sample because I actually have not tried the #1 series. I know they have a foundation which is available at Ulta, and I just never picked it up when it first released because they actually did not have my shade, which is BD51. They recently released the BD51, but I'm so backed up in a lot of foundations, so I decided not to get it. But I also had seen a couple reviews where they were saying that it's very oily, or for people with oily skin and already naturally dewy, it might not be a good product for them. And it also has a lot of perfume. So I will eventually pick it up at some point. I just wanted to probably go to an Ulta and then find a tester to make sure it actually is what I'm looking for. So details about this product, this is what the packaging is. It has a raised camellia here. It is made in France. And I'll just read from the box here. I ended up getting the color Medium Coral, and it comes in 3 colors. #1 de Chanel Skin Enhancer Boosts Radiance, Evens, and Perfects. It retails $60, 1 fluid ounce, which is the regular kind of amount for foundations. $60. Okay, it took me a second because I was on Chanel's website and they weren't saying the names of the colors, so I had to go to a third-party blog. So it comes in 3 colors. The colors from lightest to deepest are just soft pink, medium coral, and intense amber. And I'll put a picture up here of what those 3 shades are supposed to look like. And the way these are being marketed is that they're supposed to be kind of forgiving and stretched colors, kind of like the Water Fresh tint. These Water Fresh tints are supposed to kind of expand maybe 1 or 3 shades, lighter or deeper, depending on your skin tone, and I do find that to be true. It tends to be a little bit more forgiving. And on the website, these say that enriched with red camellia extract and red camellia oil, this complexion illuminator revives skin's natural radiance and protects against environmental aggressors to preserve a youthful appearance day after day. Plant waxes and hyaluronic acid offers long-lasting hydration, smoothing, and perfecting. The formula can be worn on its own or as a primer underneath foundation. Available in 3 sheer, subtly pearlescent shades for a luminous finish. Okay, and the Red Camellia flower is one of their staples in their skincare and a lot of their makeup line in scent. And how to apply it: first prep the #1 de Chanel skin care ritual, which is probably some of the products I got here, but I'm not going to test those today. I want to use whatever I have on my skin already and just use it from there. And then it says, using your fingertips, apply the skin enhancer to the forehead, nose, and chin. Pat into the skin, starting at the center of the face, moving outward. If I want a more polished result, use a touch-up face brush. Follow with a foundation, the #1 Revitalizing Foundation, or wear the skin enhancer for its own for an instant boost of radiance. This is what the packaging looks like. And again, this is the medium shade. There's light, medium, and deeper. And I think I hopefully got the right one. It's supposed to stretch across different foundations. I didn't get the soft pink one because I think that would be way too light. And it comes with a pump. So what I'm going to do is actually shake it and do a little swatch test here. And that is what the product looks like. I'm going to actually spread it out a bit. And I think that's a pretty good color for me because I'm already getting tanned up. I have a warm golden undertone, and I think that'll look just lovely. It definitely has a smell. It smells very much like the camellia scent. And I don't have any foundation on, just my skincare that I have from this morning. And I actually might do half and half with my face. And as you can tell, I'm getting deeper. Just the sun is, again, this is my natural skin tone. And actually it's interesting, I've been putting so much SPF on my face, but I think because I'm out in the sun, my face is just getting darker. Using what I have and then just patting it on. And what I'll do is on one side I'll use my fingers and then the other side I'll use the brush. It definitely has that Chanel smell. Okay, and I see definitely a golden kind of sheen with this. Can you see that? My Lotus series brush. I would say using the brush has a lighter application because I think it probably absorbed some of the product. And actually I prefer the brush because it wasn't as intense. And I can see more of like my texture on this side with my fingers, so I'm just gonna pat it in. Okay, and actually it's not playing well with my base product of my skin products. I'm just gonna brush it in here. Okay, so that is what the product looks like. Definitely added a nice healthy sheen. I don't think it added any color. You tell me, maybe a little bit of warmth. I think this would be really nice to use just on its own. I don't think it gets rid of any red spots, but I think this reminds me a lot of that Chantecaille bronzing tint, and I'll bring that out and do a comparison in a bit. But I think if I were in a big hurry, I might put this on, but I don't know if I would wear it by itself. So what I'm going to do is actually grab my Water Fresh tint and then put some of that on just to see how it plays together. Taking the same brush and then putting that over the product. I do think that this medium coral is pretty forgiving. My closest foundation shades are listed below in the description box. And for Chanel, I'm BD51, and my summer Water Fresh tint shade is light deep, and then in the winter it's medium plus. But also similar to this product, it's also marketed as being kind of stretchy across different skin tones and shades. Okay, I actually like this product better when I have the Water Fresh tint over it. It definitely added kind of like a dewier glow, like a healthier glow. If you can see, I'll get up close so you can see. I think it's really pretty. It just adds a little extra zhuzh with my routine. Definitely glowy. The claims on it are, they say it's blurring. Let's see what the claims are. Smoothing and perfecting enhancer. radiance. It's definitely radiance, but not Tin Man radiance. When I put it on with my hands, I definitely felt that it was very, very amped up of looking a little bit too Tin Man-y, but after I spread it out and actually when I used the brush, it actually calmed down a bit, which I actually liked better. Hydration all day long. Well, I'll have to see how that works. Youthful glow, low coverage, and apricot hued shades. Apply on its own or before foundation. Okay, I would say it's really pretty. It does add a natural glow. Let me know what you think. It's almost like a no makeup look. What I'm going to do is actually finish off a look using this, what is this, the Complexion Touch. I like using this product just for my under eyes. Some people like this more than the Water Fresh tint. I actually find it's more pigmented in the Water Fresh tint, but I find that it's almost looks too much like makeup, whereas the Water Fresh tint is my perfect, I love that it's like my perfect, kind of like one of my perfect summer foundations. It just looks so natural and light on the face that I just really like that it's more watery, whereas this is more pigmented, but it definitely looks more like you're wearing foundation. It's just a preference thing. There's nothing wrong with either one. I just prefer a lighter looking base and in the summer, where this definitely looks more like foundation because it's so pigmented. But I like using this as more of a like my most natural under eye corrector or concealer, if you will. Okay, so that is the look. I think it looks really, really natural. Super pretty. And what I'm going to do is, I don't know, let me see how, I think I'm going to have to powder it down, at least the areas that I know. Let me powder down my under eyes because those are the areas that get like, I need to always powder down. And I'm just grabbing my Wayne Goss brush with my tried and true Pat McGrath under eye concealer in yellow, and just going into these areas that are normally the areas I just press down for the T-zone and whatnot. Okay, what I want to do is see how this plays actually with the Le Beige's Healthy Glow Bronzer. This is $3.95 Soleil Tan Deep Bronze. Actually, I have a review of that. I'll put that above and below as well. And then I'm just grabbing my mini base. This is a Sonia G Fusion series. I love, whoops, did you see the chunk of that just came off? See, that's the first time it's kind of come off. So let's see how forgiving this is. So far it's looking good. It's playing well with this Radiance Enhancer Primer. I think my complexion's looking really nice and dewy without looking oily. So just for reference, I have a very oily complexion. So what I'm looking for is seeing how this wears over the course of the day. And if I have time, I'll jump on camera again or pin a comment. But I just want you to see, clip my hair back so you can see how that enhancer is playing well with these other Chanel products. I only powdered down my T-zone and down here, not here, just so you can see like more of the natural luminosity. I wanted to compare this #1 Day Chanel Skin Enhancer, Red Camellia Skin Enhancer with products I have already, and I'll do a little bit of swatches. So this is what it looks like on my hand. So you can see it's a really good shade match. It kind of really just blended into the skin, but it does have kind of like a warm apricot sheen. And then I'll put some here as well, and I'll do some swatches for you all. And it may or may not show up because the thing is, like, we want this to blend in seamlessly as much as possible. So that is the medium coral. 3 products, which I think, and maybe I'm forgetting, but I just grabbed these because these are what I have in terms of liquid kind of bronzing skin enhancers. And also I'm grabbing my Rosy Beige. So I have the Rosy Beige Healthy Glow, which is a different product. The Chantecaille Anti-Aging Face Tint and Sheer Bronze. two of these Chanel illuminators. These are meant for liquid highlighters. These are not meant to be combined with foundation or meant all over the face. You could, but these are really, really pigmented. And then I grabbed my Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glows Seamless Skin. Solar Light is the shade. And this is not meant to be used all over. Even on her website, I even sent her an email asking if this could be used underneath all over the face, and it is not. It is meant for as a highlight in targeted areas. When I was using this, it really reminded me actually of this, the Seamless Skin Elevated Glow by Lisa Eldridge. Again, in the shade Solar Light. So I've used half of this. Like, you can see how much I love this, but again, I love this. The only thing about this product is that it's not meant to be underneath fully on your face. It's meant for highlights of certain parts. So you can see how much has a warmth to it, but it's like almost like a peachy glow to it. And I use that for highlight on points of my face. I mean, I think I might have used it once to see how it would look under foundation. It was a hot mess. I looked like a tin man, and it just does not play well with like all over foundation. Okay, so that is that. Again, not a skin enhancer, but more of a liquid highlighter. And then I pulled out my two Chanel illuminators. This is Sunkissed, and this is Sunkissed, and this is Au Revoir. This is a lighter one. Let me do a little bit of a swatch for you on this. This is Sun Bath. Is this Sunkissed? Yes, this is Sunkissed. And this is Au Revoir. And again, these are not meant to be like worn all over or underneath the foundation. If anything, these are more like liquid highlighters. And you can even see this is the product of the skin enhancer up here, how it blends in more, just like it just has a radiance, like a lit from within. Whereas these three, Lisa Eldridge and then these Chanel highlighters, definitely very, very shimmery. Okay. And the last two I want to show is, so this can be used as a skin prep or by itself. This is the Chantecaille, what is this called? The Anti-Aging Face Tint, the Sheer Bronze. Now, people either love this or just on the fence about it. I'm still struggling to make this work for me. I love the Chantecaille skincare line. I love what it does in terms of my skin. But in terms of this product, there's something about it that doesn't make my skin look flawless. It actually kind of makes my face look a little bit ruddier. And I don't know if it has to do with the color or if it's the formula. I still have it because I bought it and I use it sometimes, but I struggle to make it work. And maybe it's just too deep of a color for me. Can you see how it turns very orange? And maybe that's the reason why. That it creates more of like an orange undertone for me, and that's just not a cute look. Okay, and the last one I'm pulling out, just so for reference, is that Le Beige Healthy Glow Cream Rosy Beige. Yeah, and this is that rosy beige. Again, it's a different product altogether. It's supposed to be blurring but radiant, whereas I think this is not meant to be blurring, even though it says. It's a lot different. It's like this is a balm, whereas this is a liquid. And this actually has some color, and this, for if you're my skin tone or fairer, it's just going to be kind of like this more just kind of translucent, if you will. Okay, and again, here is that skin enhancer, and here's that rosy beige. Again, it looks a little bit more mattifying. So I think what I was looking for when I was interested in trying this product, I actually really love Chanel products, especially their skin products and skin enhancing products. I'm a big fan, so I just wanted to see how this would fare compared with the other products I have, including the rosy beige. And I'm sitting here, so like time has gone by, and this will happen. I'll like wait to see how it looks. I think that is making me warmer than I need to be. So sometimes that will happen with products. They'll oxidize a little bit. What I'm going to do is actually take some of my loose powder for Sisley, and this is in the color Matte 2, and just go over the product a little bit because I feel like it's oxidizing. And I don't know if it has to do with the skin enhancer or because I have all this product on my face, but this is what I've done all my life, that I just know that I have oily skin, and through time, if I just wait, some products, it'll just get a little deeper, and I just kind of, this is my quick fix. Doesn't mean it's like a bust, it's just that it's something I know I have to do. And that's why even with most products, I just end up powdering. But so far, I'm really liking how it looks. I think it's really beautiful. I think it does blur a bit. There's a bit more, because I've used these Water Fresh tints alone, which are really, really sheer. I think with this, it just adds the, what is it? Where did they hide? This skin enhancer just adds a little bit more glow from within, and a healthy glow. Hi Beauty Fam, so I'm back. I actually washed off my face, so we're gonna do a part 2 of this in the same day. I felt that I couldn't give this enhancer a fair shake because I had just been doing another video and I was using a lot of powder, so the finish on it just started looking pretty cakey. So I decided to wash my face, and then with this application, I'm not going to put any foundation on top. I just want to see what it looks like a little bit more barefaced, because I just want to see if this is something I could use just by itself, and I think that's worth seeing because a lot of these products, like the Chantecaille Anti-Aging Face Tint, the Sheer Bronze, is meant to be able to be used as a primer, skincare, but also alone. All I have on my face is hyaluronic acid and then Skin Fix, lightly padded, and then some eye cream. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And it's pretty orange, but once again, it's when you shear it out, it's definitely luminous, but it does give a little bit of a Tin Man kind of glowy look. So we'll see. I think the soft pink would be too light for me, so I didn't want to go with that. But you can see my natural complexion, although I am warm, I still have some, as I pull back, you can see I have some undertones of neutral olive. And that's just the fussy thing with my foundation and my skin tone. I know I've always just grown up with that, so sometimes I just have to flex. Okay. And this is one pump, okay? And I film in natural light, so I'm facing a window right now. And then grabbing this clean foundation brush from Chanel. It's a small one. And it claims to be blurring, but I actually don't know if it really is. So I'm always going to tell you the truth here, Beauty Fam. Like, it's a liquid. It's supposed to be blurring, but I don't necessarily see it as blurring. And maybe you can tell me what you see. I think my face looked pretty matte before, but I don't know, we'll see. And not all products are necessarily going to work for everybody. So, and that's it. That's one pump. Okay, so I'll get in close so you can see. I think it added a little color to my face, like a healthy glow. It's almost got like an orangey apricot hue. Do you see that? So that's what's on my face. Concealer. I'm going to use this Phyto eye concealer in shade 4. My Victoria Beckham cocoa liner. Okay, so I think that's it. I don't want to put anything else on my face because I want to see how this skin enhancer wears. So let me get up close so you can see. I think it kind of makes my face a little bit orange, like my nose in particular. This is what I noticed, at least with this product. So it's been like 10 minutes since I put it down on my face. So I think there's a little bit of oxidation happening. So you tell me, but to me on the camera, like it almost looks like my nose is a lot more orange that is curious. Area. And then powder down this. And then I might powder down with my Sicily Matte 2. Just kind of going over some areas. Okay, but not too much powder because I want to see how it actually wears. Okay, so here it's almost 5. I'm gonna do some house stuff and cook dinner, and I will come back because we're getting light until like 9 o'clock. So I'll try to hop on one more time. But this is what that skin enhancer is looking like. It's actually really pretty. I think it's evened out my complexion. So any sort of redness or unevenness I had, it actually looks really, really nice. It's almost like, it's not a foundation. It's like, but it reminds me of something like before the Water Fresh tint, something else before that. So really, really could be like used as a light tint in a way. Okay, so I'll be back and then check in with you in a bit. Hi Beauty Fam, so I'm back. It's about 9:30. It's been about 4.5 hours since I've worn this number 1 de Chanel medium color red camellia skin enhancer. And this is again what the product looks like. You definitely have to shake it. I just want to show you how it looks like. You can see there's actually deeper colors down here and a mix and a cocktail of, I don't know what's in here, but whatever concoction is in here, it definitely needs to be shaken before used. Okay, so I definitely have some thoughts about this. When I wore it between 5 and 7, actually it's about 70 some degrees here in the Seattle area, and I wore it out, wore the sunshine, and it was hot outside, and then it was air conditioned, so I've been inside and out running around, and then I came back, washed some dishes, and then did some housework, and then I just filmed a video where it was actually really hot in here. And for about 2 to 3 hours, the product really looked really, really pretty by itself. But I did notice as I was in the past 2 hours, as I've been sweating and getting flushed, it doesn't look as nice. So I have rosacea and sensitive skin, and you can see where it's starting to feel like, look, it's looking a little splotchy. Can you notice that? So put the light on a little brighter so you can see. So with my rosacea, this is not the product. I just want to be clear. This is not the red camellia. I'm just showing you because of the conditions of my face. This is what I have to look for, of like how products are going to look with my rosacea peeking through. So it's definitely a very, very sheer product. It's not going to cover this up, but I don't think it makes my skin look any better, if that makes sense. It's supposed to be a skin enhancing product. So first impressions, I'll try it again later the week, and I'll try it again. This might be the only review I do, but I just don't know if it's like worth the money. This is a $60 product, which is a pretty high-end amount of to pay for. It's not really a foundation or a skin tint. It's more of an enhancer slash primer that you wear before you put on product, or that you can wear by itself. This actually feels like, you can see even now with the redness, it looks like it's definitely peeking through. And then we have the Holy Grail Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Cream Rosy Beige. I'm so confused of why they released this and did not release this statewide. Like, this is a no-brainer. They're gonna make so much money if they release this product and make even a huge, bigger size. I feel like this is the travel size because that's what they released the travel size for the bronzers for. It's exactly the same size. So I feel like they're going to, whatever market this release is in, I feel like they're going to maybe make it a bigger size, like that huge, massive circle for the cream bronzers for Chanel. I ended up picking this up third party. I'll put my review up above and below. And so this is the Rosy Beige, and I just love this product. This is like turning out to be like one of my favorite products this year, and it's definitely a heroine product. I think it's so beautiful, and it's blurring but at the same time radiant, and like face perfecting. The claims are there, whereas I don't think the claims on here are true. This smoothing and perfecting enhancer boosts skin's natural radiance. Okay, it does boost radiance, but I don't think it's smoothing or perfecting, at least in my opinion. It did for the first 2 hours, but it felt like it wore down. And maybe that has to do with the fact that I have oily skin. The complexion appears more beautiful and radiates with a youthful glow. Okay, again, for the first 2 hours, but then I feel now it's like worn down and like, I don't know if it's youthful. I feel like my skin looks at this point pretty uneven. So, and I could just be one of those people where this product doesn't do well with me, and it could be a really great product for someone else. So that's the thing, like watch other people's reviews. I don't think I'm gonna test it again and film it. What I'll do is I'll test it again and put a comment below here, pin a comment of me trying it 1 or 2 times to see if it actually works. But I'm not gonna film. I'm just gonna show you my first impressions. That, like, I think it's a finicky product depending on how your skin is. I don't know if this is for oily skin is what I'm saying. I think if you, who is it for? I think if you're a person with dry skin, this is probably a really good product for you because it just adds more moisture. But I don't know, this one kind of, it makes me a little bit leery at the fact that it's separating in here. Can you see that? And maybe that's just a me thing. I don't know. Let me know what you think below, Beauty Fam. I'm going to test it more. I'll pin a comment below, but my first impressions are I'm not really impressed by it. It's very finicky. I didn't like it even when I put the Water Fresh tint. I actually didn't like it so much that I took it off because it started to look cakey. It was really weird. And then it looked great for the first 2 hours. When I washed my face and reapplied it with just this on, looked great for 2 hours, but as I got hot and sweaty, it just kind of wore off and looked kind of like an oily mess. And here I am right now. So this is what the final product looks like with just this on my face. I don't have any blush or bronzer on my face. I did, you know, powder down some of my face, but the rosacea again is just like throwing everything off. So I'll try it again. Pin a comment below. Let me know what you think, if you've seen reviews or if you've tried it or if you're interested in trying this. Curious how this does for other complexions. And that's it, Beauty Fam. Let me know what you think. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so below. It helps me out by commenting and liking. And then, as always, please be very kind to yourself and others and just be you, Beauty Fam. Till the next video, take good care. Bye.